Hey everybody, I'm Zilla Blitz and welcome to another episode of American Truck Simulator. Today we're going to start our first official delivery in the Idaho Spuds event. We are currently in Twin Falls, Idaho. And by the way, if you are looking for potatoes, there's been a lot of people mentioning they can't find potatoes to pick up in Idaho. You want to know that there's only several cities that have potatoes. The following cities are the only ones you can pick up the regular potato loads from: Grangeville, Boise, Nampa, Twin Falls, and Pocatello. Those are the only 5 cities out of all the 10 Idaho cities that you can actually get the potatoes you need. And we are in Twin Falls now, so let's get started. We're going to grab a load of potatoes. We got a few things to talk about too. One of the things, you want to go to external contracts if you're not quite sure how to do that. That's what you want. And an easy way to do it is to search for pot. We're not looking for pot, but we're looking for potatoes. And that will give you all the options there. Now, a key thing here is, a lot of people don't know this, but if you, we got a lot of choices here. If we don't like any of these, I don't want to go to Washington or Arizona. I want to stay within Idaho and do this. So if you refresh it, you're going to get a different option often for where you can go. Yakima, Logan, Elko, these are all the same, but we're getting some more. You can see Tacoma. Nope, we're going to refresh it again. And sometimes you just have to be a little bit patient to get one that you want here. Nope, here we go. It's perfect. Oh, it's the big one. I want the little ones though, so we're going to keep going. Usually after 2 or 3 times you get one that you like here. Yakima, nope, you're still popping up. Yuma, Ontario, that's close, but we're going to be stubborn. I want one to Nampa or Boise. I bet there's one here. Nope, let's try it one more time. It's taking forever. Yakima, they're giving us the same ones, aren't they? Here we go, perfect. Potatoes to Nampa. So you got to be a little bit patient. We're going to begin our delivery. We have to go all the way back to Walbert where we were. So we'll get this started here. We'll go pick up our potatoes and then we will be on our way. This episode, I think we're going to do 2 deliveries and try to get 2 regular potato deliveries within Idaho to get us going on this event. We need 7 altogether. So let's get started. You may notice that we spiffed up the truck a little bit. I'll talk about that in a little while too. What? Trailer is ready. Proceed to loading area. Oh, it's right here. Cool. It's just over there. I thought it said Walbert. Maybe that's where we're taking it to, huh? Neat. Well, we'll just drive over here, pick them up, hook them up, and then we'll get going here. Alrighty, our potatoes are hooked up. I didn't realize it was a tandem trailer. Goodness gracious, a little bit more of a challenge here. Alrighty, we'll just have to, we'll do our best here, take this on. Alright, we're kind of rumbling along here. Doing pretty well so far, I think. I mean, boy, there's a big load. There's these tandem trailers just rumbling along and everything. Glad it's a short delivery. It's only 2 hours and 40 minutes, so 137 miles altogether. So not that long, fortunately. I'm not very experienced with these. I think I've done 1 in Euro Truck Simulator and 1... No, I haven't done any in American Truck Simulator. So this is the first tandem delivery in American Truck Simulator. I don't know if I can make this turn without gobbling up their lane too. So I'm just going to wait a second till the traffic goes by. If it ever goes by, that looks close enough. All right, here we go. Wish us luck here. All right, we can hog some of that lane. Pull it. Looking good so far. Okie dokie. Well, we'll get going with this a little bit here, and then we'll touch base as we get out onto the highway or whatever close to the highway is. And so, see you in a couple minutes. Alrighty, we're finally out on the highway. It took a long time to get here. Twin Falls had a lot of lights. I think we hit 5 lights or 6 lights getting out of town. So it took quite a while to get out here to the highway, but now we're moving along. And you may have noticed that we upgraded the truck quite a bit. So we had $50-something thousand after the last episode. And I blew about $40,000 out on upgrading various pieces of the truck. Because we had just leveled up from level 5 to level 6 in the last episode, there was an engine upgrade and a transmission upgrade that of course I did. So now the truck has 445 horsepower. I feel like this is kind of a heavy load, so it might actually be kind of slowing us down a little bit here, but still happy with the much improved pickup on the truck so far. And I put mirrors on the front there, did a metallic paint job and got the achievement for that. Upgraded the wheels, got painted the little bulldog in the front of the truck gold. You can see it right down in the front there. A couple other things. Oh, I put the little airfoil thing up on the top. So pretty much blew all the money on upgrading the truck. It looks a lot better now. I mean, still a long way to go to be really cool, but it looks like not so much starter truck right now at the moment. So yeah, we're just kind of making our way across the Idaho countryside here. It is 3 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon with our load of potatoes. just cruising along at 65 miles an hour. Whoa, wiggling here a little bit. So far, no accidents, no dings, and that's if we can make it the whole one here with a tandem trailer here, that'd be pretty impressive for me. Anyway, I'm never confident with these things. I just haven't driven them enough. Fortunately, they usually don't have a backup option for these. It's usually you just pull right in and you drop it off. So they don't necessarily expect you to park these, I think, for full experience. At least that's the way it was in Euro Truck Simulator. Of course, I shouldn't assume the same thing as an American Truck Simulator. But anyway, yeah, we're chugging along here. We've got about an hour or so left in this first delivery, and we're going to do 2 in this episode. We'll drop this one off, pick up another one, try to get our second potato load, because Nampa is a city that also has potatoes. Again, there's only 5 that have the potatoes. So it's a nice short delivery here, and each delivery has to be at least 100 miles. This one was 140 something, so it qualifies. So you can't just make a super short run and pick up the qualifications. But we'll keep going along here, probably make this whole trip in the daytime, and then probably have to sleep in Nampa and then pick up our next load of potatoes and leave out there on Monday morning. So we'll see you as we get closer to the final destination here. So we have just exited the highway here and have reached, yep, there we go, reached the city of Nampa. Not sure if you say it Nampa or Nampa, probably Nampa. But it looks like we've only got about 5 minutes left, just a couple quick turns, and then we're there. So, one done here in terms of our first delivery of potatoes. Once we get this one all dropped off, I guess we shouldn't assume it's done now. Going right here. By the way, I thought I'd talk about one thing while we have a minute. One commenter mentioned on one of the older videos, he or she said, I forget, I didn't catch the name actually quickly, but one commenter mentioned that I never use my indicators. And just to kind of talk about that for a second, the AI traffic doesn't respond to them, so it doesn't really matter. The only place I think where it matters in the whole game is when you are turning right on red lights here in the United States. You can hear I've stuttered to yawn too. That's the only place where the game seems to register, for at least for the human driver, as for signals and indicators here. Here we go. I'm curious to see what the parking's like for this one. Enter. Yeah, so it's only 25 experience. We just have to go around the corner and park it next to the wall. So we'll do that. At least that'll get the parking challenge. I don't know if I think someone answered that question for me, because it looks like one is grayed out there. So maybe you have to be a higher level or something like that to get the parking options for the tandem trailers, maybe max level or something like that. So I think we're just going to come around here and we should see our spot. Yep, there it is. So it looks like we just have to get it nice and straight and pull it right in here. That'll give us the extra 25 experience. We should be probably going to be straight by the time we get here, right? I don't want to miss this, because otherwise we would have to back up. Just gonna give it to us. There we are, right on it. Nice. So we are here. Probably should take a screenshot of that, maybe. All right, here we are. We may have hit level 7 here, which might means we have some more upgrades available. Achievement progress grown in Idaho, 1 out of 5. So there must be a separate achievement for delivering potatoes in Idaho, because I saw this little achievement metric pop up, and we did. We hit level 7. Excellent. We are an enthusiast. We picked up $4,000, and it was a perfect delivery too. Nice. Let's do 1 on fragile cargo, and then I think we're going to go back and finish off long distance. Now, let's see what we've got for our next delivery. Let's keep this moving along. Should be potatoes available here. Let's just search for pot up top. Not pot 6, pot. There we go. Nampa to Bend, Oregon. Now, we don't want to I don't want to leave Idaho here. I want to stay in it. New Mexico, Steamboat Springs. Nope. Hopefully, if we keep refreshing something here, we'll get something in the state. There we go. That'll take us to Ketchum. 132 miles, 2 hours and 32 minutes. That's perfect. And I think it leaves from Walbert. Is that, I think, where we are here? So, nice. I think we just got to grab another load, and it's a single trailer, which is good. A little bit easier than the last one. So we'll get this hooked up, and then we'll start our second delivery. Okay, not my brightest move. So I didn't think there was anybody there, and I thought we could make the left turn, and I didn't think there were any cars coming. I was wrong on both things. So we got a red light violation for $540. Then we had the accident for violation for, was that 700 that popped up? And then it did 2% damage to the truck too. Yeah. I not you know, and the reason I did that was because I noticed we were red, and I didn't want to fall asleep. So I thought, if I cut this, I won't get a sleep violation. Yeah, so that was, I'm probably still gonna get the sleep violation, but not my brightest moment there. We'll drive on though. So on the way over, after mashing the truck, we fixed the truck, slept, got gas, and I went back in and repaired it, and then also got it spiffed up a little bit more. So we got these little chrome windows, chrome mirrors on the side, added a little bit of flaring here on the side, got some chrome on the front bottom here right beside the license plate and everything like that. So spent a little bit more. Actually, we spent all the money on spiffing up. This is kind of fun, actually. I didn't really do this in Euro Truck Simulator, which was to spiff the truck up a lot, and it's kind of cool, actually. Every time you level up, you kind of get this whole new level of making your truck look cooler. So we'll keep going here. I'm going to kind of clear up these question marks on the map. It must be a dealership and something else here. And then we'll go pick up potatoes and get going. We've been kind of taking our time getting here. It was about 10 hours or so ago when we left, but we needed to sleep and stuff too. So, and we got to pick up the question marks. So we'll see you shortly once we get to our potatoes here. Alrighty, potatoes hooked up. Gotta just get the couple there. We're all loaded up, ready to go. Here we go. Looks like we got a 2.5 hour trip. We can get going here. And it's 3:30 in the morning now because we slept, of course, there for a while. So we're going to get sunrise, which we'll check out here. So we'll get going with this and then touch base as we get out onto some sort of a highway here. Heading to the middle of Idaho from the west side. So we'll see you in a little bit. So we're about an hour into our trip now. Kind of cutting across this 2-lane highway somewhere in Idaho. I think we're heading towards the central part of the state. Sun's coming up now. It's just shy of 5 a.m., so we'll kind of enjoy the sunrise as we just chat a little bit and enjoy the ride. One thing I wanted to talk about briefly, it was interesting. I was seeing a tweet today talking about people saying in parts of England where they're going into supermarkets and they don't have fresh fruit and stuff, or they're completely out of fruit, or the fruit, like the expiration dates are getting closer. So when you buy the fruit, you've only got maybe a day or two before it's supposed to be used and things like that. And then there was an article in The Guardian talking about how there's a big shortage of, wow, this truck's going slow. So we'll just kind of dawdle along behind it here. Big shortage of lorry drivers, like 100,000 truck drivers. So if you've been driving Euro Truck Simulator, or American Truck Simulator, maybe there's a job out there for you, huh? I was driving today coming back from work and passed a huge oversized load that had housing frames on it. It was sticking way out, the oversized truck on the back, the oversized trailer marker on the back of it, and it was taking up kind of like a lane and a half, and the guy was trying to change lanes, and I'm like, I could do that, you know? So I wonder, I mean, there's got to be some transfer, right, between skills in this truck simulator game and then real life, because the backing up, I'm sure there's a lot of the same mechanics and physics that you're trying to deal with in backing up. Wow, this is the middle of nowhere. This is kind of cool as the sun comes up, isn't it? This is fun little stretch of road here. Oh, this is nice to get a picture here in a second. But and then I was thinking just turning, you know how like you want to go out into the intersection and then start your turn, because otherwise the trailer's going to clip the side, and just getting this sense. The game does a really good job, I think, of getting this sense of mass to your truck, so you're constantly aware that you are a tiny human being in this mass of metal and rubber that you're taking along on the highway here. So yeah, so maybe if you've been practicing Euro Truck Simulator and American Truck Simulator, you can go help fill it in. Apparently it's got to do with Brexit and the reason for like licenses to be able to drive in England, so it's a lot of kind of political economic mess right now, but it sounds like it's going to be around for a while until they sort it out. And so with that being said, let's take kind of a look here at the countryside. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's get the mirrors off here. Whoa, okay, that's not this on a corner. I'm not very good because I've only driven in first person view, right? My house rule is I got to be in the truck when I'm driving. this whole driving outside the truck is really foreign for me, especially with the wheel. Feels just kind of cool, but there we are, driving into the sunrise. So pretty cool. Well, we've got about 40 minutes left. I better get in the truck. Whoa, okay. And I'm going to take a quick picture here, and then we're going to wrap this one up and see if we can park this one. This one's a heavy load, by the way. I'm not really having all that much luck with traction and trying to acceleration and stuff. So we are in Ketchum, Idaho. Small town, it looks like. This gives us actually 4 out of 11 Idaho cities now, because we're in Twin Falls, then Nampa, and we went through Boise to get to Nampa. So we picked up our 3rd city, and now we are in our 4th, which is Ketchum. This, I think, I've just realized, and I probably should have realized this before, but I think the trailers in American Truck Simulator are of varying lengths. And maybe I should notice that before, but I feel like this one's both long and much heavier. I mean, I know the weight varies, but I didn't realize the length might vary. And so that might explain some of the challenges with parking some of these trailers, is that maybe they're just, there's some of these maybe quite a bit longer than the ones in Europe. I thought they all were, but it looked like when we picked that one up, boy, we got to get in here. That's a hard turn around this corner here. Oh boy, this feels like it's going to be the parking from hell. I just feel like 40, only a 40? But that's not a 40, right? We have to back in, and the only way I think we can do this, we're going to have to go to the right again and back all the way around. That's the best way to get that one, because it's hard to turn around up forward there. So we're going to just back up a little bit. Oop, I can't, there's a car there. Okay, we're going to go to the right here. We'll make this work. We got this. Be confident, right? So we're going to go here. Wow, there's cars and everything. This is going to be a little bit more challenging than I thought. All right, so far so good. We're about halfway in, and I feel like we got a good approach. We're right in the middle here. I just don't know where we have to cut it going up here, so we'll take a look. Oh, it's right there. Okay, so we got to cut it tighter. Did not give it to us. I thought we were in there. Just got to straighten it out a little bit. Sometimes they're so generous, and sometimes just off and just the right way, and it just doesn't work. Alrighty, we're home. We made it. Not too bad. So our deliveries there were perfect. We had the accident in between deliveries, picking up the second one. But other than that, we made it. What did we get here? I think I like it. 16 out of 56. I'm not sure what that is. Company collector, so we get a different company. Level 8, we're still working towards level 8. We picked up only 3,800, but that should give us now, yep, Idaho Spuds Event at the top of the screen says 2 out of 7. And I think there are no potatoes in this city, but I'm guessing there's going to be big potatoes? No, there's no potatoes at all here, huh? Poi. Search for pot. No. Use packaging? Nothing. Huh. Okay, so we'll have to do a different delivery from here in the next episode, or maybe I'll set us up for that one. But I think that's going to bring us to the end today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Are you doing the event? If you are, how's it going? And you playing American Truck Simulator? You're going to pick up a new job in Europe because of the lorry shortage? In any case, we'll be back in a few days for another episode as we work through trying to complete the Idaho Spuds event. And thanks as always for tuning in. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new, please consider subscribing. We'll see you again in our next episode, and safe travels, everybody.